You want to know how to cut down trees to earn money. Well, it's pretty simple. You don't. And yes, when I say don't, I mean don't. And and that's for nature too, if you want to be on the good side of nature. And before we start today's video, let's make this fun a little. You have to count how many times I say trees in this video. And the end of the video, you have to leave the total number of trees that I said in the comment section below. Okay, so let's start right now. Deforestation is the permanent removal of trees. Okay, that's the first one. To make room for something besides forest. This can include clearing the land for agriculture or grazing. Okay, so when I say grazing, the first thing that pops in your mind should be that it's probably a good thing for some herbivores, but actually it isn't. And I will get that in uh, later on in this video, I think. Or using the timber fuel. Construction or manufacturing forests cover more than 30% of the Earth's land surface, according to the World Wildlife Fund. Okay, what do I mean by 30% in deforestation? Well, in this 30% will decrease over the years if no one does anything to stop deforestation. And then suddenly and sadly, we won't have any trees left, and I will cover those consequences later on in this video. Okay, so let me give you an example of a forest that is losing population. Okay, the best thing that pops in my mind right now is the Amazon rainforest. Okay, so let's jump into it. Amazon rainforest. Okay, so the Amazon rainforest covering much of the northwestern Brazil and extending into Colombia, Peru, and other South American countries. Okay, this thing telling us that the Amazon rainforest is in South American countries, is the world's largest tropical rainforest. That's why it's the first thing that popped into my mind. And famed for its biodiversity, meaning that it has so many creatures and so many species of plants and animals living in it. It's crisscrossed by thousands of rivers, including the powerful Amazon River towns, with 19th century architecture from rubber boom days, include Brazil's Manaus, I don't know what that is, and Belém, and Peru's Iquitos, and Puerto Maldonado. Okay, that's just so funny to say. And now let's look at some. Okay, it's just one. Okay. The the area of this huge forest is 5.5 million kilometers per squares. Okay, now. And deforestation in at the Amazon rainforest is maybe winning, because some scientists predict that in the future the forest just not may exist. Okay, now I should tell you the truth. This isn't a video about how to cut down trees. It is a way to save nature from decreasing by that 30%, remember? population. And so let's continue to the video. Okay, now I've said about the Amazon rainforest. Now let's head back to the deforestation area. Okay, now let me tell you about the consequences because they are pretty grave. Okay, now let's set an image so you won't get any bored. I'm sorry if you don't like that. And perfect. How about this image? Or maybe not. Or maybe this image. Okay, so it's the same size. Okay, so the consequences are pretty grave, as I said. These include I am sure you have learned in school that the trees devour the carbon dioxide in the air. And that's pretty truth. Unless if there are no trees in the world. If there are no trees and people still cut and cut and cut, and then they will really like to cut, but if they still cut, then the carbon dioxide will have no choice but to go into the Earth's atmosphere. Yep. And block the sunlight. And this and but the sunlight will be able to enter Earth but not come out. And this event is called the greenhouse effect. Because greenhouses block the sunlight from going out, and that's pretty grave. And the next consequence, and the last but not the least, is among humans. Yes, okay, but the first one was 2. And so the second consequence is that if we cut down trees, then there will be almost no oxygen for us to breathe. And so if you want to take good care of yourself, then share this awareness of this deforestation. And I almost forgot. The first consequences have a thing that is related to it. When there is so much heat in the earth and that it is not going out, well, it must be really rude then. Then it will cause global warming. And we all know what global warming is when there's too much high temperature. And whether or not, if it sounds cool or great, it is very grave. Phew, there are a lot of consequences for just trees. Okay, now let's think about nature's side. I mean, nature will win at some point, or not. Well, let's find out. Okay, so I have found out that when we cut down trees, that's another trees, then there are so many creatures living in one tree. Tiny microscopic can be living on one tree, or some big animals. And if we cut down trees and trees, boy, I'm saying a lot of trees here, and it will just ruin the circle of life in nature. Because if animals don't have trees, they surely don't have a place to live, a place to eat, and other accessories that all of us need to survive. That includes animals. And, well, it's pretty grave, and some species may go extinct or endangered. Now, what is endangered and extinct? Boy, this has a big topic right here. So, extinct means that one species of animal isn't alive anymore. Let's pick for the example of the great mammoth that lived during the Ice Age, or the great Argentavis, like these creatures. And what is endangered? Well, let's take Indonesia's special animal for this. Let's pick orangutan. Yes, that's really common. Or should I say popular? Because, you know, when orangutans are endangered, meaning they haven't got so many kind of them to continue their generations. And so maybe at some point, if we don't take a break from just destroying trees, then the consequences of you being ill is really, really, really common. In the future, they're just not maybe an Amazon rainforest in this world, and then no one will believe it. When that's pretty sad. And I think that's all you need to know about deforestation. And how should you prevent it? Well, you could take small and simple steps to prevent deforestation from affecting you. Yes, you. You can aware others and like say, hey friend, if you see anyone destroying trees, then please make them stop because the creature wildlife here has said so. Okay, not said so because you depend on trees, and we all do, and so do creatures. And if there are no trees, then there are very grave consequences. And just to make this video a little funnier, I'm going to tell you about a creature that has just literally caught himself by taking a selfie. What? Do creatures even know that? Okay, so let's start. In the forest of Indonesia, wait. Indonesia, yes. Okay, so right here, there was a black monkey living on trees. And this monkey was, well, very curious. And now let's go to the other end. There was there was a photo taker that was walking in the woods when he thought to himself that he should go and just discover him by himself without carrying his heavy camera. So he set his camera down and went. And then suddenly, this is the fun part. The black monkey, which at that time wasn't even discovered, wait, let me show you it. When it wasn't even discovered, it went down the tree and in front of the camera, and then suddenly it turned on the camera, and then he just took a selfie of himself. Yeah, this is it. And well, taking a selfie and giving himself away wasn't his plan for the day. And then when the photo taker came back and took his camera to somewhere to see it, he found a new species. He couldn't believe it. And well, that was a very sad but funny day for the black monkey. and a very happy day for the photo taker. Okay, if I made this video a little funnier, then please make sure to give it a like. I know I did make it funnier, so go ahead, give this video a like. Okay, now, so maybe that's everything you need to know about deforestation. And that brings, yes, I think you know, to the end of another video. I hope you liked today's video. Please subscribe and hit the like button. I see some juicy buttons down there. And if you subscribe to this channel, then you definitely are on the good side of nature. And remember, stay on the good side of nature, like I said. And don't forget to leave how many times I said trees. That's an extra one in this video. And I will see all of you in the next Caring Nature video.